This is John Young of the Disc Jockey News. We are at the Photo Booth Expo 2015, and we are looking at some of the cool things that I think a lot of you are going to find interesting. That brought me over to the Laughs Giggles Photo Booth, and I've got Natalie here. Natalie, this is probably one of the most eye-catching things I've seen so far today. Tell us a little bit more about this inflatable enclosure.
It's our most popular LED cube enclosure. Has LED stripping along the bottom, 16 different color scheme changes. It'll fade, strobe, transition, or it can remain in one solid color. It's got 4 doors for privacy that can be completely zipped down. Can be transported in a 37-gallon tote. It ships in a box that's approximately 15 inches in length, 15 inches in width, and 15 inches in height, weighing about 30 pounds.
Wow, very nice. I think folks are going to really want to get in and check this out. So let's grab the camera and let's take a look inside.
Sure.
Natalie, I'm hearing just a little bit of a fan noise while we're inside now. Where is the fan located on this?
The fan is located on the rear. You plug it in and it inflates in approximately 1 minute and 42 seconds.
So for ease of setup, though, that's really convenient because it's really just lay it out, inflate, and you're done.
All you have to do is plug it in and it's up.
Now across the bottom, of course, I'm seeing all the LED lights. Now say if I wanted to pick a specific color, can I do that?
Yes, certainly. There's over 16 different color scheme changes. You can also set it to fade, strobe, transition, or flash like you're seeing now. It can also be set to one solid color. And what's very popular with our wedding event coordinators is that if there's a certain color that they'd like to match the theme of the reception, we can certainly match that.
Natalie, how does one control the LEDs then that are in the walls?
The LEDs are controlled by a small remote. It has a mode, a speed, and a brightness button. You can change the brightness of any color, the color, or the mode in which the lights are flashing.
And you have a few pictures showing it in a darkened room because right now we have all the big convention lights on. And those pictures really show these LEDs making it glow.
Yes, that is correct. The LEDs are extremely powerful. They will travel from the bottom all the way to the top and around the enclosure to illuminate the whole cube.
Natalie, you mentioned that this has privacy doors that can be used, and right now, of course, it's up. So how does a person lower this and how does it all work?
So these 2 straps can be taken down. Once those are off, it rolls down and it can be zipped from top all the way to the bottom.
So once it's zipped, if I'm using this at a high school dance, I don't have to worry about the kids getting out without me at least hearing a zipper or something.
Correct.
That is a really nice feature. So with the 4 zipper doorways like this, it really gives you a lot of flexibility on how you set this up.
All 4 doors are exactly the same, so really any door can be the entry point.
Which, of course, for setting up in a small, confined area where I maybe not be able to turn it around back and forth is really a big advantage.
Yes.
Now, what size are we talking about now as we're looking at this? Because this is pretty good size.
It's 8 feet all the way around.
Natalie, is there anything we need to do special on the ground before setting this up?
Nothing at all. You find an open space, plug it in. It will inflate in approximately 1 minute and 42 seconds. It can be and it can be set up inside or outside.
So it really doesn't matter if it's on carpet or on a hardwood floor or anything. I mean, it can go anywhere.
Anywhere, grass, asphalt, wooden floors, anywhere. It can be set up anywhere.
And of course, when you mentioned going outside, now that means that there has to be a way to clean this. How would a person clean this if it gets maybe some grass stains or something on it?
Cleaning is extremely easy. Warm soapy water and a rag. Take the rag to the Oxford nylon cloth. You rub back and forth, and stains will come out.
So Natalie, at the end of the show, we're tired. We want to wrap things up. How do we get this all back into its crate? What do we do?
There's zippers strategically placed along the bottom. Those can be opened to allow the air to escape more rapidly, and once it's deflated, it's just a matter of folding.
And is there any specific way to fold it, or is it something that can be kind of gathered? Because some of us aren't the greatest folders.
No, there's no specific way it needs to be folded. Because it does not have an embedded frame and the lights are extremely flexible, you can fold it any which way.
Nice. So everything is one ball, we put it in a tote, and off we go.
Correct.
There might be some situations for some people where having the full enclosure wouldn't be a really great option. Do you guys have another option?
Yes, we have the LED wall, which works great with step and repeat type events, or simply for clients that do not want the cube enclosure, the privacy cube enclosure.
Let's go take a look at the wall.
Let's.
Natalie, I really like this look. This is just such a clean, pretty look. It takes up a little bit of space. How big is this?
It's 10.5 feet but it takes up approximately 8 feet of space because of the natural curvature of the wall.
So now in some situations we may not have that wide of an area. Is this a little flexible for maybe a little bit smaller area?
Yes, it is. It's flexible. The Oxford nylon cloth material that they are made of allows for a little bit of flexibility. However, it cannot extend larger than 10.5 feet.
I'm looking at the bottom now. We must have the same LED kind of configuration as we did with the enclosure, is that correct?
Yes, it is the same technology with the exception of the privacy factor.
So with the enclosure, we can kind of control things a little bit now. Can we do the same thing with the wall?
Yes, you can do the same thing with the wall. There's 16 different color schemes, and it can be changed with the click of a button.
And how do we control that?
There's a small remote control like the one I have here on my hand. There's a button for speeds, for the brightness, the mode, and the color. And with one click of a button, you can change it. You can manipulate the color.
And of course, just as we did with the enclosure, if someone has a color they want it to be, it can be set for that color for the whole night.
Correct. It can be fixed to one color or multiple colors, and it can be set to fade, strobe, or transition.
And is the fan on the wall also incorporated into the structure?
Yes, it is also embedded in the structure.
So we were looking at about 30 pounds for the enclosure. What is the weight on the wall?
The weight on the wall is approximately 12.5 pounds, and it can be transported in a 20-gallon tote.
So Natalie, one more time, for the website, if people want more information or they would like to purchase, where can they go?
You can find information on our website at www.laughsandgigglesphotoBooth.com.
Natalie, thank you very much. This is John Young with the Disc Jockey News. We are at the Photo Booth Expo 2015.